Hey everybody, Missy G here. I am currently babysitting. And what am I babysitting? Fur babies. We have Lacey and Chase. Hello guys, hello. I love you. These are my brother's dogs and he's away and so is his wife, so dog sitting, can't complain. But on to answering more of your questions. And the first one is from Vacuum M, and I will butcher your last name, so I'm not even going to attempt to say it. How long have you been working out and staying in shape? When did the fitness bug hit you? I've been progressing actually over the last 8 years or so. I started running outside. Actually, sorry, I started running on the treadmill, and then about a year later, I started running outside, and I was a runner for a number of years. I don't do marathons. Quite frankly, I'm not going to pay for that kind of crap. If I can do it for free, I'm going to do it for free. So I was running for a long time, and then I'm not sure if you watched a former YouTube video of mine where I kind of went through my story where I was in an abusive relationship, and he just kind of beat me down mentally and emotionally. And about a month or so after the breakup happened, a friend of mine ended up saying, why don't you come with me to my brother's class? He's a personal trainer. Let's just do a circuit training class. And I was hooked ever since. She stopped going and I kept going, and he's the same trainer that I still see to this day. So it's just been a progression over the last 8 years. I can't say when it hit me necessarily, but it's just been there, if that makes any sense. Mike Winokur, miss you, Mike. If you were alone in the forest on a deserted island and could be any tree you wanted to be, what would you normally wear to bed? Ha ha ha, very clever, you Mikey one. I would be a palm tree, and I would wear a pair of panties and a tank top to bed. For those of you that don't know Mike, Mike has been a good friend of mine for the last year or so, more than a year. And last year, he graciously sent me a shoebox full of Hershey Kisses for Christmas. So all of you out there have big shoes to fill. Pun intended. Matt Morrissey, if you hate the cold, why do you stay in Canada? Because it's the coolest country ever. Not a big fan of Harper, but in all, I live in a very safe country, and it really is just the greatest country in the world. But yeah, where I do live is actually the tropics of Canada, believe it or not. So, greatest country, but at the same time, I have no money to move. It's kind of a catch-22 where you need a job to move, and when you move to another country to work, you have to, and the company has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are the only one capable of doing that work. And that just hasn't happened yet. But if I ever land in a pile of money, I'll be going on a 6-month vacation from about September till March. Franklin Keto, how do you keep motivated? I sometimes have a hard time keeping my motivation up. I work out every day with my best friends. These guys I met at the gym, and what actually motivated me to start going, or at least to keep going before I even started talking to them, was the fact that it made me feel good. It made me feel good about myself. I physically felt great. Mentally, I was a hell of a lot better than before I started working out, and it really boosted my confidence. And then I just started talking to these guys that did the classes that I did, and you see them day in, day out, and it was like a first date, like a very awkward, not awkward, but very nerve-wracking first date, actually. There's this one class that we did on Fridays, and this was going back a year and a half ago, and then we just randomly had one Friday night off. So my friend Michelle and I were just kind of saying, hey, we have no class, why don't we go out for dinner? And we invited our one friend Crystal. And I had not actually gone outside of the gym and talked to them before. So I agreed to it thinking, okay, this is going to be great. We're going to actually get to know each other. And Crystal ended up having to cancel. And then I went through that whole emotional spiel in my head where, should I go to dinner with Michelle? I don't really know her. What if there's awkward pauses? I was actually very nervous. And ended up going to the dinner, and I'm very thankful because she's my best friend to this day. And we kind of have an exclusivity clause within our group now. It started off with Michelle, Crystal, and I, and then we ended up doing a class with this guy, Chad, and we discussed amongst the three of us, should we invite Chad? He's been coming around. So we invited him, and then gradually Vince came in, and we discussed, should we invite Vince? He's been coming around to classes. He seems pretty cool. So we invited Vince to come. And we just kind of snowballed from there. So it is actually a joke between all of us that we have to check with each other who we bring to dinner, if we bring anybody new, and who we invite into the group. And remember when I went back a couple of months ago when I did the workout classes at my gym, the one girl at work ended up coming with me regularly to the gym. And it was actually Michelle that had said, no, why don't we invite her? She's been coming with you for the last week or two. Why don't we invite her to our monthly dinner? And she was just beyond happy that we ended up inviting her. She ended up saying, I feel so privileged that you guys asked me. And it's not that we're totally involved with ourselves. We actually make fun of ourselves a hell of a lot. But we really value each other, we value our friendship, and we don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. So if there's somebody that somebody's not comfortable with, then they're kind of not invited to dinner type of thing. And we go out to dinner once a month. But long story short, I have an amazing group of people that I see every day there. And who really can say that they see their best friends every day? It's not too many of us that can. So they keep me going, really. And last but not least, oh no, I'll do two more. Jason Herberg, my question would be, what is your main goal in life and would like to happen for you? That would make you want to say to yourself, I did it and I'm satisfied and happy with myself. It's a very deep question. You know what? I am really trying to, increase my viewership on YouTube and social media and really trying to get out there. So I would love to see MissyG grow. That would be kind of cool, actually. I can, at this moment, say that I am one of the top 100 women in Canada on Google+. So that's a fairly large accomplishment, I feel. I'm not sure what you guys feel. But at least I can say that. But yeah, I would love to see MissyG grow, and I'd love to have more friends out there on my social media networks and to just make fantastic networking connections. I believe marketing is right for me, so I would love to actually have a solid and stable marketing career. That would be an ultimate goal. Within which company, within which corporation, I have no idea. Google would actually be quite amazing, but I've tried to hammer them on my YouTube videos before, and nothing has come of it. But you never know for the future. I am doing the Miss Canada Tourism pageant in April, and I am not a cheerleader pageant kind of person. Everybody, when they're younger, wants to be a model or be an actor, and yeah, okay, I went through that stage, but reality kicks in, and you say to yourself, I'm not a size 0, and I am not going to eat cotton balls soaked in orange juice to do this. So, I mean, that quickly kind of went away. But me getting out of my shell and doing something that's completely out of the ordinary for who I am. Applying to be in the Miss Canada Tourism pageant and actually being accepted is nerve-wracking. Completely like third world dimension. I'm in the Twilight Zone type of thing for me. So if something fantastic happens there, that would be kind of beyond all of my wildest dreams, I guess you could say. It's weird, I know. But yes, it would be. Daniel Peterson, what's your favorite color? I wear a lot of pink, but mostly I do a lot of neons. So neon yellow, let's look here. I got the neon orange pants on. But I wear a lot of pink. Mostly because I look good in it. Would you dye your hair black? Hell no. I used to sell Joico hair care products to professional salons. So I know the hell that happens to your head when you go black and then you try to go back. That shit's not happening. What is your real name? I don't know if I should give you my secret, guys. That's just something that I'm gonna leave up to you to figure out. Sound good? Okay, guys, that does it for me right now. I know this was a long video. Thank you for getting through all of it, if you did. If you didn't, you suck. Talk to y'all later. Bye.